Hello everybody, this is Zoe from No Safer Place. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have never done a discussion video before, but I have just watched the season 2 finale of Shadowhunters and I have so many things to say, so let's get right onto the discussion video. Obviously there are spoilers inside this video, so if you don't want to know what happens in the season 2 finale, click off now. Now, can we start by talking about the lack of Sebastian? Now, I know this episode wasn't about him, but I am so in love with Will Tudor by this point that I need my Sebastian fix every week. Like, the opening scene was amazing and I was like, who are you conjuring there, Sebastian? Could it possibly be Lilith? If you don't know who Lilith is because you haven't read the books, you're in for a good surprise. So they're looking for Maya in the Seelie Court because the Seelie Queen has kidnapped her, and let me just say I absolutely adore the Seelie Queen. She is amazing. Like, I loved the little girl version, but Sarah Hyland just plays her perfectly. I am in love. She is so sassy and I just adore it. Now, the demon attack on the Institute and New York, that was incredible. Can we just talk about how much the budget is like a million times bigger this year? It is just insane. The graphics are so much better. The effects are so much better. I just think they have seriously upped their game this year. So Jace and Clary head to Idris to find Valentine, and surprise, surprise, Consul Malachi is a Circle member. I think we was all expecting something like that to happen because everyone seems to be a Circle member these days. Let's talk about Magnus sealing that rift. Now, this was one of my favourite scenes of the entire episode. When Magnus looks at Alec and says, "You can't get rid of me that easily." Oh my god, the Malik feels were real. I was sitting there like, oh yes, Malik is back on. That line is enough to seal the deal that Malik is back. Let's talk about Clace. There were so many amazing Clace moments in this episode. When Jace was dying and they were having their final dialogue, Jace and Clary, I was just like, oh my god, they are finally telling each other how they feel. This is amazing. And then Jace died. But we all knew what was going to happen there, didn't we? Let's talk about Kat's acting in that scene as well. In series 1, I didn't really like Kat. I didn't think she was a good Clary. I really couldn't connect to her. And that scene where Jace died had me bawling my eyes out. She has seriously upped her acting game. So has Dom, actually. And it was just an incredible scene in my opinion. Let's give a little shout out to that Alec montage, that Jace and Alec montage where Alec was losing his Parabatai rune and he could feel himself losing Jace. Oh my god, that scene was done perfectly. Clary was kicking ass in this episode. She was an absolute beast. When she killed Valentine and she was like repeatedly stabbing him, I was like, oh my god girl, calm down. Like, this is too much. You are turning into like a proper badass Shadowhunter right now. And bearing in mind that's her dad, like, ruthless. Now let's talk about one thing that really annoyed me in this episode, and that is the Angel Raziel. Now, I love the Angel, I'm not going to lie. That scene was beautiful, the effects were amazing, I loved the Angel's voice, but I don't know, it just didn't feel very genuine, and let me tell you why. Are we all forgetting that just a few episodes ago, Clary's mum died? She died. Clary is asked by an angel for her one wish, and she brings back Jace. This is why it was damn stupid to kill Jocelyn, because if that was me and my mum had just died and I could choose between bringing back my mum or a guy I'd known for a few weeks, let me just tell you, I would choose my mum. I'm pretty sure 95% of people in that situation would. Actually, 99% of people. So that is what really frustrated me. Like, no one would bring back Jace over their mum. And I'm actually really sad about Valentine. I knew it was coming. Obviously, I've read the books. I know what happens. But when he died, I was really upset. I wanted him to have like a proper death. Like, I felt like his death was really rushed. Like, I wanted more because Valentine has been such a big character, obviously, in the first 2 series. And I feel like he deserved a better death. So, obviously, she wishes for Jace to come back and there he is. But he is not the same, is he? We all know what's happening to Jace if you've read the books. If not, he's definitely changed and he's definitely more badass. No spoilers though. So when they're in the pub and they're all having a great time, oh my god, Clizzy. Clizzy is one of my favourite ships and I am so glad that they are making such a big thing of it. I love the girl power in Shadowhunters. Clary and Izzy are just such a great friendship. Let's talk about that Malik scene, shall we? When Alec is in the pub and he says, "Can we talk?" Every single Malik fan is sitting on the edge of their seat like, oh my god, our ship is coming back. I can see it on the horizon. Our ship is returning. And then Magnus, the cheeky little sod, says, "I'm all into parties, but what do you say we get out of here?" After a little catch-up session, are we, Magnus? But seriously, that scene was so beautiful and I love Malik so much. If you couldn't have guessed. And then the end scene. Let's talk about that closing scene which pretty much made the episode for me. The introduction of Lilith. When she strokes his arm and says, "I'm here now, son." Woo! I got chills. That was seriously immense. I am so excited for series 3 right now. Let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. I thought it was absolutely amazing and I can't wait for season 3. Also, let me know if you like me doing this style of video. Obviously, it's not something I've done before, but I had so many things to say about this episode that I couldn't not record it. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see more of on my channel, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye.